That
you guys ever heard of Ashraf Hakimi, soccer player?
That's like a real person.
I just made him all. I just freestyled the name. Alright, so he's a soccer player from Morocco. He earns about $1 million a month.
$1 million a month?
Yeah, he's
playing soccer?
Soccer's big business.
Kicking balls? Wow!
What kind of reaction is that?
Soccer, dude.
I mean, I know
Is he even good?
logically it's a worldwide sport.
I don't even know how to gauge.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's gonna be more than
massive.
football because like the audience is just
For
worldwide.
sure, yeah, it's global. So, so this guy, you know, pretty rich dude. His wife ends up filing for divorce, and you know what happens when that?
Heard about this.
Yeah, cool.
She gets 50%.
She's demanding half of his assets.
Even in Morocco, or do they live in the
California. Sounds like California.
I know, like in lots of different countries, that is sort of the standard. But
I figured like in the Middle East, you could like if your wife goes, I want a divorce, you could just slap her and get it over with.
we are divorced then.
Leave.
Dang.
I want a divorce.
You think she planned it? Like, I'm gonna get with this athlete.
no, nobody does that.
I would maybe if he's a fat old billionaire, but he's an athlete. She probably found him attractive. She was like, I got a catch.
Yeah, they look like an attractive couple.
Yeah.
That's legit. But turns out he doesn't own any property, homes, cars, jewelry, or even clothes because everything he has is under his mother's name.
City boys.
That's a big city boy.
Smart boy.
Damn.
Including 80% of his total income ever earned.
Very smart.
It's all in his mom's name.
That sounds like some tax evasion shit though.
Shit, it worked. Well, it's getting paid regardless. His mom's gonna pay it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the tax will get paid, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, because she's the employee.
It just can't be taken because it's not his.
That's that
Yeah.
Bob Marley model.
Bob Marley did that too?
He used to put a lot of his song credit, like the writing credits, instead of his name, he'd put other people's names. And like what's the big one? Like No Woman, No Cry.
Yeah.
He put that writing credit in the name of like this dude in Jamaica who ran a soup kitchen. Like this dude he knew was just a good ass dude. And he's like, yeah, now that dude would be set up for life.
Wow.
And like it was a big thing because like after Bob died, his manager, all these people tried to get the money. Like no, they tried to fight for this credit, and they couldn't get it.
Because it's already.
All the
Yeah.
points went to that dude?
He was known for like splitting
God.
points up, like giving his family and like cousins like writing credit. So they all have residual
He
income.
doesn't need it. Yeah.
This is the new hack. This is the new standard.
Yeah, and not pay taxes.
So no prenup. Give it to your mama.
Give it to your mom. Put it in your mom's name.
Yeah. But this isn't true love if you do that, right?
That's true. That's true. That's
What happens in that conversation?
I mean, if she sucked you off during your hardest times and she helped you out, I would say like, you know, it's kind of worth it. Like maybe a big part of that success was because you just nutted so good.
he was so relaxed all the time.
But also like I don't know, like I think for me like I'm not married, but if I ever do get married, it'll be to someone who like if I say like, yo, I love you, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, but I just don't want to get married. They love me so much, they're like, for sure, we'll figure it out. We'll be together forever. Like we're getting married, right?
Yeah,
It's the same thing. Like, hey, we're getting married. Like, I really would like a prenup. She's like, cool, no worries. I'm like, we don't need one. Like, I need someone with that amount of faith.
Yeah.
I know people like I have a friend who has $1 billion, and like his family's money, right? And so
It's inherited.
they're still very much alive. Like they have a family.
Wow.
They own a couple teams. You know what I mean? Wow. And his big brother got married, and so his family brought the fiance a prenup. Like, hey, do you sign this? And she was like outraged. Like, no, made a whole big thing, right? My friend gets married. Family does the same thing. Brings her a prenup. She goes, gives it back to her right away. Signs it immediately. He's like, you're the one forever.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
You know what I mean? So it's like if you're divorced and your first thing is like, give me half your fucking money, he might have seen some shit coming.
Yeah.
It's too obvious too. Yeah.
I believe in till death do us part.
Right?
So if we do part, it's a suicide pact.
Yeah. We're not murder, homicide.
It's just it didn't work out. We're both gonna fucking go.
We're going out, yeah.
I'm a big believer in that.
Yeah, I just don't think. I don't know. I think like you can create this whole new way of doing things. Everyone's redefining what cohabitation is anyway, and the idea of marriage. I think like you could create your own contract.
For sure.
Right? It's like, but the thing is, states like California or whatever, prenups and stuff, I heard sometimes it doesn't even work.
Yeah, some state laws. So your contract is based off the laws of the state. So if the laws of the state say like, let's say the whole 10-year thing where you're like domestic partners, then that supersedes anything you can put in your contract.
Yeah, because you don't even have to be together, like married, but if you've been living together for like 10 years, she could be entitled to whatever.
What is that called? Like a common law or something?
I think so. But like, for example, if Nick goes like, hey, Bart, I want you to kill me for $100, then that's the contract. But if the federal law is murder is illegal, that nullifies his contract.
Right.
So it's like whatever.
Sorry, dude.
Tried it. Didn't work.
So like the main laws
so
are
technical.
what dictates the contract. Yeah.
Damn. No prenup? You didn't do that?
I didn't sign a prenup. No.
No.
I didn't sign a prenup. My wife's the breadwinner. I didn't sign it. I was like, no, I'm not fucking signing it. I was like, this is insulting. I was like, this is bullshit. I was like, I love you, okay?
I feel like prenups make sense when you come from a prestigious family that's extremely rich, and you need to, and then you have a trust, and then once she
true.
and the children become a part of it, then like you're bringing in non-blood relatives to the family that have access to the fund. So I think like all these things, like a commoner like me just doesn't have that level of like wealth and access. So it's just a agreement between me and my partner. So it's like if I'm a self-made, then it's like, yeah, that wealth can be split that way. But then if you think about what if my great grandpa built something and it can all be ruined because of my stupidity and choice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that makes sense when it comes to prenup and things like
When
that.
you think of legacy, that's true.
Other people's interests are involved. Yeah.
Because it's like now I'm affecting my brother's, future, or like, their families or whatever. My cousins or whoever's tied to it.
What happens in a divorce when you have like a husband and wife that are both super self-made with their own individual assets? Like what even?
Sometimes they'll just agree to like, we'll just keep it separate and we don't owe each other anything.
That's cool.
That's kind of tight.
They just switch properties.
You give me your house, I give you my house. Like, is this insured by survival?
The judge just like switch.
Classic switch.
Like damn it.
But Jeff Bezos' wife, man, woo, or ex-wife, she, woo.
But she was
female, right?
married prior to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one is different. Like she definitely had probably a big part in like
Probably.
him acquiring.
I got some ideas.
that.
I think it's
Yeah,
fair.
for sure. She held him down.
Yeah.
Did she support him?
Shipping probably.
I would say like a big thing as to like what would make it fair is like in those cases, right? Usually one has a stable income and they're supporting while the other one's the entrepreneur. And you hear these stories a lot. Where,
Right.
The wife would have like a stable job, like nursing or whatever, and then she'll pay the base bills.
Well, didn't Gio do that when you guys were starting JK? Didn't she say like?
So Gio's, my wife, is like more similar to the situation where you're talking about, where in the beginning, when I graduated college, me and Joe didn't really know what we're gonna do. I'm like, damn, do I go like the typical more school path, or do we pursue YouTube? Where at the time, like AdSense was making like, I don't know, like $300 a month. I'm like, this isn't really sustainable. But my wife Gio was already working at the bank. She was a personal banker making good money. And so she told me, she was like, you can pursue whatever you want and I'll support you. So that was already like, oh shit, that's fucking tight. And then as talks got more serious, when you start talking about like when you're, dating a few years and you're talking about family and what the future might look like.
They weren't even married. That was just dating.
That was just dating. She was just down. Yeah, she was just down.
True.
She was just down. And then she was like, we just talking about just family, like just normal like talk that you guys usually have. For her parents are together, so they have one house and then they have 4 kids. So if their parents pass, they're probably gonna sell the house and liquidate, right? I have 2 parents, they're divorced, they both own each house. I only have 1 kid. So, I'm the one kid. So, I'm gonna be someone that inherits 2 houses. She was like, way early on, she was like, hey, if you want to sign a prenup or something like that, like I'd be totally down, because I get it. She was like, your parents worked hard from a divorce to have their own 2 houses. I was like, you're pretty fucking dope, dude.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty
See,
nice.
that's the way. See, I'll do it whether or not I want you.
You should marry her again.
What's the opposite of a gold digger?
Yeah.
So we don't have a prenup or
Gold giver.
there's some gold.
He wants a gold.
Yeah.
A gold giver. Yeah. I like that.
So yeah, everything we have is just, it's like Joe's philosophy where it's like, till death do us part is really how we look at it. And if one day I get set on fire and I'm like always paralyzed with her,
It could happen, yeah.
she could have everything, you know, we'll always just take care of each other and each other's families no matter what.
That's real shit.
Yeah, like the medieval ways, you know?
Damn.
But I think it's easier when you're self-made. Like you're easier when it's just you. But if it's like if you're inheriting, like going back to like his friend's idea, like that's a whole different level of you gotta protect.
Right. That's a responsibility on this.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But if it's just you and you made it, and it's like, okay, just who cares? Whatever.
Yeah.
She's not gonna get that money. Like they're gonna come after her, but they're gonna be like, bro, he did the exact thing you need to do.
He did the
They're gonna
exact
come at his
thing,
mom,
yeah.
bring his mom in court. She's 85.
Yeah. I know.
She can be in court every day.
How much is she fighting for? Like 50-50?
Half of that 20%.
What happens if the mom?
Yeah.
If the mom passes, does the money go to him and then to her?
I don't know who
He could create a trust and then
Probably already did.
separate it.
He must be like several steps ahead. This probably isn't the first like line of defense. There must be like many.
But I feel like athletes just have a whole different level of like, I have to protect myself. Because like you don't know who's actually
Smart.
Yeah, or they just sign everything you put in front of them.
Yeah, I feel like there's a level of head that if head is too good, you should be scared.
Yeah.
You gotta watch your back. Like,
She has a target on you.
yeah, you should know. Like, that was too good. We need to get to sign a fucking prenup.
Yeah.
She's on to something.
Yeah. She might take this whole shit down one day.
Yeah.
That was vicious. I can tell from that head giving skills, you are selfish.
Ulterior motive.
No one is this nice.
No way.
This is a fake.